Hey, OB Joyful Church. Well, we have some exciting news, and I know most of you have heard that we get the opportunity to come back together for in-person gatherings. And we're very excited about this opportunity that's going to be happening this Saturday night at 5 o'clock. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would we get together when there's so many regulations, so many restrictions placed upon us in order to meet together? Well, I'm glad you asked. First and foremost, we've been given a special variance by the County of Gunnison in order to expand our size in order to meet together. We think that's a gift, and we want to take advantage of this opportunity to get together and to worship together in community. But secondly, and most importantly, we were created to worship. And this worship is made so much more special when we get together with other believers for the purpose of worshiping God. And that's why we think it's important that we take advantage of this opportunity to get together. God is adamantly aware of our brokenness, of our disrupted lives, of our distracted lives, and even our weak and sometimes crazy hearts. And he knows that in those instances, in those times, we will go to places to seek grace, to seek hope that are apart from him. And you've probably seen that a lot lately, especially during this time period. But by coming together, we have the ability to worship together, to remind ourselves in a corporate space that God is in control. That no matter what's going on around us, no matter what we're seeing on the news, on social media, or what our friends are saying, or even despite of our own current circumstances, that he is in control. And he has a plan that's far greater than we could ever imagine on our own. And that's one reason we want to get together. The writer of Hebrews states in Hebrews 10, 24 and 25, he says, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another all the more as you see the day approaching." We've been apart for too long. And I truly appreciate all that OB Joyful has done in order to keep that connection going with the streaming services, trying to raise up house churches, trying to create and keep that community together. This is why we come together, to sing, to worship, to pray, to hear scripture corporately read, to center our lives in some of the most chaotic times most of us have ever seen. But even with registering for a service, social distancing, and wearing a mask, and disinfectant and those elbow taps we're going to have to do, why do we do this? And I read this quote by a Christian writer, and he said, "You might think these precautions are a needless overreaction, but here's the thing. Even if it turns out that you are right, can you not sacrifice your ideal for just a season? Out of love for others who believe the precautions are necessary." This is why we want to get together, to love one another, to worship together, and to be together to sing corporately in God's kingdom and in his grace. So if this is something you want to be a part of, I encourage you, join us this Saturday night. We have a few spots available. You can go out to the objoyfulchurch.org website, and you should see a button on the front. It actually says Sunday service, but you can click there and join us this Saturday night. Next week, we will have more opportunities to join us for the next Sunday services that'll be on the 21st. But here's the thing. If you haven't anything else, listen to this. Don't let anything get in the way of you coming together to worship God. Because we could come up with excuses even when we didn't have all these distractions going on, couldn't we? So don't let the government, don't let distractions, don't let having to wear a mask keep you from coming together and corporately worshiping God with others, because this is what we are called to do. I hope you have a fantastic day, and God bless.